Hello and welcome to Wrestling AA. I'm Adrian and today we're going to talk about the 2nd of May episode of WWE Smackdown. The episode opens up with Jinder Mahal having a photo shoot and Shane McMahon comes in and strips him of the belt. It's not often you see that. Commissioner actually turning up and stripping the champion. No, wait. He wasn't the champion. He stole the belt. Yeah, he stole the belt. He didn't actually win the belt. He stole the belt. Yeah. Either way, he doesn't have the belt anymore. So that happened. Yeah. Then we go into the actual in-ring section, and Shane O'Mac makes an appearance there as well. Comes down to the ring to introduce Y2J as the newest member of the Smackdown roster, and then announces that he's going to be having his rematch against Kevin Owens tonight. And then AJ comes down because AJ wanted to be involved a little bit, I guess. Fair enough. He is paid to be on TV. He might as well actually turn up. Just saying. Yeah. Then we go into the first match. The first match is Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. I was actually quite impressed with this match. There wasn't anything amazing about it, but I just think they worked quite well together. Ended up being Jinder got the pinfall after the Singh brothers distracted Sami Zayn. Yeah, good match. Then we went to a couple of segments. We went to a women's segment where basically Becky jumped into the new power trio. I don't know what they're calling themselves. It's Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. I was trying to figure out which one I hadn't said then. Yeah, Becky bumps into them backstage and they basically said, "Come join us." She's like, "I'll think about it." That was that. And then a video of Nakamura, because once again Nakamura didn't wrestle. I think he's a wrestler. I'd have to double check, but I think Nakamura is a wrestler. But you wouldn't know that from watching SmackDown because he's not actually wrestled yet. So yeah, they're just trying to keep interest alive in him up until presumably at the next pay-per-view Backlash. That's when he's probably going to make his ring debut. If you couldn't really call it that, he's been in NXT for a while now. Most people have seen him wrestle. But yeah, so Nakamura video package as in every other SmackDown since he's come up. Then we had Aiden English versus Ty Dillinger. Really quick, really fast-paced match. I actually really enjoyed this. I thought it was great. Just literally just two guys full of energy, hitting the timing perfect, absolutely great. In the end, I'd have to say it was a perfect 10, and Ty Dillinger picked up the win. Then Y2J interview backstage. "What's up, Y2J? Who's this walking through your interview? Why is Aiden English crying because he just lost the match?" "He just made the list." Because why not? Then Charlotte got beaten up by the power trio people thing, and James Ellsworth, who stood at the side. Leading to the tag match that was next, which was Naomi and Charlotte versus Carmella and Natalya, effectively becoming a handicap match. Match started off with just Naomi absolutely dominating both women. It seemed a little bit out of place, seemed a little bit far-fetched. Then she took a bit of a beating and Charlotte turned up to the ring. Charlotte then owned both of them. so she took a bit of a beating. Then Naomi got tagged back in. Got distracted by Natalia. Then got distracted by James Ellsworth, and it was the distraction by James Ellsworth that allowed Carmella to pick up the pin over Naomi, leading to the second match. Yeah, the second match of the night where it wasn't a clean pin, which kind of seemed a little bit overused at that point. Then we had the New Day promo, because at some point they might come back to TV. The next match was Dolph versus Sin Cara. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really have much interest in this match, and it didn't really do anything to make me think that I was wrong in not having interest in the match. It was pretty boring. Next, we had a little Fashion Police skit starring Tyler Breeze and Fandango, otherwise known as Breezango. Just basically saying they took out the Ascension. Next up is the Usos. And just a long-winded way of saying that basically they're going to be getting their title shot against the Usos, and that's going to be at Backlash. I actually enjoyed that little skit. I thought it was quite funny. Actually, one of the better segments of Smackdown, which depressed me even more. Then we had the main event. The main event, of course, as we already mentioned, was Y2J versus Kevin Owens. We've seen this match. I watched this match on Monday. And I watched Payback. This wasn't as good as the Payback match. And I thought the Payback match was pretty boring. When it comes to Y2J versus Kevin Owens, I've just kind of seen it. I'm just kind of ready for them to move on and do something different. I didn't really overly enjoy this match at all. After the match, Owens, who, by the way, won, and this was a title match, so he did actually manage to win back the United States Championship from Chris Jericho. Owens put a proper beating on Y2J. My guess is they're going to use that to basically transition Y2J off of TV, ready for his tour with Fuzzy. Overall, Smackdown, I think I enjoyed the first half more than the second half. First half, I was actually quite into it. Sammy and Jinder was surprisingly good. Aiden English versus Ty Dillinger wasn't a long match by any stretch of the imagination, but it was just so fast paced, so quick. Absolutely loved it. Then we hit the women's match, which was and then Dolph Ziggler versus Sin Cara, which was even worse, and then Y2J versus Kevin Owens, which is just done already. It really is. So I've got to say, wasn't a big fan of SmackDown this week. Hopefully it'll get better in the run up to their pay-per-view Backlash, so let's hope it does. Anyway, I've been Adrian for Wrestling AA. Thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next week for the Raw and SmackDown reviews that'll be going up then. Cheers.